All right, top of the third inning, we had a problem with the frozen stream, so all you missed was the first inning. We will record and splice those up as a full clip, and then you'll be able to watch that later today. My recommendation is turn the volume down.
See you later.
See you later, man.
Sack RBI, the difference in the game. Cash had the bases loaded twice in a row, unable to really convert. Gets her on the throw out. Again, that's the second call that I would have thought the base runner was safe. In back-to-back plays, bookended a 6-4-3 and then a 2-3 toss-out.
I haven't heard from Chance or seen Chance.
So Blanchard defense preventing any opportunities so far for Cash to get on, other than the leadoff single who was thrown out at third base trying to steal.
Maybe a little bit earlier.
Hey, were you able to get those watermelons picked? Well, I said for you to ask Brady because Macy was gone, and Macy said she had never talked to Brady. She ended up, Brady didn't answer her.
Off the plate high, ball two.
You could probably call your compadre and see if he'll come help you if you need help, but I need 5 of them in the next probably 45 minutes. Thank you.
No, it can't. Beth.
Hello.
You didn't. I think you.
Well, Riley sprayed yesterday and they put out. Hello. I'm upstairs in the hospitality room. Come on. Okay. Bye.
And walks her. So 4 pitches. Puts the base runner on for Cash once again. So they had the leadoff single for the top of the first. Now walk for the top of the third.
But you probably need to talk to him because I need 5 watermelons.
You do. You do the exact words.
He was like, I thought you said Brady was getting one.
Difference in the ball game, a throw out at third base. Double play that prevented Cash from scoring any runs. Gets her on the 2. Whoop. Nope, in safe. Bobbles the ball. Blanchard throws down a sack bunt in the bottom of the first. And Cash has had the bases loaded twice with runners now at second base 4 times. Just been unable to convert thus far. Blanchard winning the battle of defense. Cash looking to show bunt. Check swings, goes third. Fires over to first. They're going to miss them both. I'm going to call that an E5. She should have fired that one much sooner.
This my girl got skin cancer.
So just a reminder, this clip went up a little bit late. The first one was a corrupted file path. We had a lot of ambient noise on it too, so I will morph that later or just leave this one up. Shows bunt is probably going to pull back and take pitch on this. This is designed to get that exact scenario to kind of jam up the catcher so you get the freebie stolen base. Purcell is in the ballpark now. They will be next.
One of those things where. What's the dude's name?
Scheduled for today, 5 games on tap. Blanchard, Cash, Purcell, Southmore, Choctaw, Mustang, Blanchard, Perry, and Choctaw, Purcell to end the day. 7 games in total today. Chopper over to second, looks home, fires first, so both teams now with the sack RBI, and Cash on the scoreboard makes it a 1-1 ball game. Finals from earlier today, Southmore defeated Cash 8-2, Perry victorious over Mustang 3-2. The Maroon rallied from a 1-0 and 2-1 deficit to take the lead in the top of the 6th. Yesterday's games, 2 canceled, only 1 officially in the books. Southmore rallied to defeat Blanchard 6-5, and the Blanchard Tuttle and Southmore Tuttle both games canceled due to inclement weather.
We're just using common sense. We need to stop and
Yeah,
drink.
we've got an ice chest of wet rides in our thing if you need it on. I put a bucket there, so if you use the ride, you can just put it in the bucket.
So Cash had opportunities in the first and second inning. Blanchard's luck runs out. Bulldogs now threatening to take the lead. Tie ball game 1-1. Pitch is way off the mark.
Oh, just hit the window.
Check swing goes foul. We'll have a 2-1 pitch count when it resumes. Live streams will be up, and then at the conclusion of the game, we will take them down, generate a video highlight reel, and then the next game up should be momentarily. Give us about 5 or so minutes in between games, so you'll have to refresh your browser if you want to watch each game individually. We will save them underneath their playlists. All you have to do is search A to Z for your favorite team, or simply just go to the red button on the main channel page. That'll mean that it's live and ongoing. Anything black and white means video on demand or previously aired content. So calls at strike. We now have a full count, 3-2.
Well, they're already in the third inning.
Money pitch on its way. Outside walks her again. Runners on the corners for the Bulldogs. Head coach Levi Garrett pulling double duty this season for Elgin.
Do what?
Won't be done.
Very rare to see coaches pulling 2 different jobs and teams. Most schools have a clearly defined softball and
The crap that you used to do, I have to.
baseball coach. However,
That'll get it.
Cash, one of those schools that kind of shares coaching squads and picks up duties.
You said he.
So it should be an interesting season for both 4A teams. Both were state qualifiers for last fall.
So the smart tools they dropped out.
Another ball, ooh, bad start. Ball gets away from her, easily steals second. So that's 4 stolen bases in the inning so far for Cash.
California, Kentucky, Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico,
Vermont.
It's been.
Blake Stringer, the head coach for the Lady Lions,
I mean, when he went to Vermont in his graduation.
and Lindsey Budget for the Lady Bulldogs.
And from then, he only worked 3 times a month. And so most of them was a day or two.
Chuck swing goes foul.
How much did he get for those 3 days?
It might be $2,000.
Third time in the game that the Bulldogs have had base runners at second and third, looking to maximize the game. They have tied it up. Both teams scoring runs with a sac RBI infield hits. One a bunt and one a hot shot. Chopper, that one's going to fall. RBI single. Going to hold her 2-1 lead. Bulldogs take the lead.
You're at the top of the list and they're really.
Way down.
30-1. I go, oh, okay. 61. No. 16.
I'm sure that. To buy that new truck because his truck had broke down when he was in Louisiana.
No, we played Perry the other day.
And so
and he would have thought that
our friend looked at it, he goes, "You need
we
to
never
sell
played a
it
day
right
of
now."
softball in our lives.
80-minute time limits. Run rules in effect are 12 after 3, 10 after 4, 8 after 5 innings. However, the time on that does come with an asterisk. If a team is up to bat and has yet to bat at the plate, that 80 minutes can be extended. We saw it yesterday with the Southmore Blanchard game. The looper right up the middle, beautiful shot. 3-1 lead for Cash now. So back-to-back RBI singles after the sac RBI, and the Lady Bulldogs have taken the momentum from the Lady Lions.
Okay, turn around.
I mean, I know your name, I know who you are now.
Oh, hey, how are you?
How are you?
How are you?
I know you work there.
It's still new.
I apologize for the glitchy feed on the first part. It had a ton of background noise. We went ahead and stopped it and then just relaunched again when we kind of quieted down. So you're going to be missing 2 innings on this feed. I will splice it later today so you have a full game. It'll be identified as Blanchard versus Cash full clip. Runners first and second for Cash. Big top of the third right now for the Bulldogs. 3 runs plating and 0-2 count.
Did you?
Blanchard trying to get out of the hole here at the top of the third. Check swing goes foul. Base runners will return first and second.
Don't forget certifying to get a teaching job this year.
That's what I'm trying to do.
This was really a last minute decision. She texted me like last week, got her really set up, so I was like, I'm gonna tell him you're not doing your job. I'm just kidding.
I never actually met him, so that probably would be a.
He's just super.
An outside call once again.
More than practice.
Are you?
Both catchers are anticipating a stolen base, or they're purposely setting off plate, but it's leading to an inordinate number of balls being thrown in the innings back to back. You'll see him kind of switch over to the right last second, fouls it off to stay alive. 1-2 pitch count will resume.
I already had to buy another pillow at Walmart because the body link pillow and the three others were not enough.
My God. Y'all gonna eat something? Mark?
I'm good.
I'm like, there's sandwiches,
I'm
there's
sorry.
starting.
You know, I saw the sweetest sauce that you like your
And back-to-back fouls.
She can come up here.
I was putting out fires. Literally.
Yeah.
Someone left.
If you're going to Williams, we pick up some tortilla chips. I need some in the
No,
hospitality
we
room.
go when we just start TD days.
Okay.
Yeah, we start yesterday.
All right.
Walmart, huh?
What do you teach?
I'd say 3.
Or if you want to drop
Check
her
swing
off
goes
and
foul
go to
once
Williams
again,
and
so
then
4
go home.
consecutive foul balls. Battle of the pitcher-batter going the way so far of Cash.
Alrighty.
3 runs had plated here in the top of the third. They busted open a game. 1-0 lead starting on the first on the sac RBI for the Lions. It's been all Bulldogs since then. Had multiple opportunities loading the bases twice, getting runners on first and second and third respective innings back to back. Money pitch on its way outside, loses control. Base runners will advance second and third. That are the 7th and 8th stolen bases of the inning so far for Cash.
I'm gonna eat after this game too.
Pitch count will resume at 2-2. 2
That's
runners
really
on,
good.
2 outs here in the top of the third.
We have a parent.
Yeah, they own their own restaurant.
Food tonight? That's our food tonight?
No, it's like this.
Fouls it off once again.
They have. They own it and they brought it to
Lion pitcher really struggling on command here in the top third. She has had to throw about 12 balls, it seems like, on this batter alone here.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Right.
Just the ones in the weekend.
Maybe a slight exaggeration, but she's close to 10 already. And the swing and a miss. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. Your score is now Cash 3, Blanchard 1. You're watching
Yes.
Prep Nation TV coverage of the 2024 Chisholm Trail Classic at Tuttle High School.
So where is she?
I was being real good. I hadn't called her.
Oh,
I had to text her and check on her today. 'Cause I was
She's
like,
just not going. She probably just woke
Just
up.
now.
Did she just wake up?
oh no, she can't sleep that long. She's at Southwestern.
Okay.
And we moved her in yesterday. Elevator was broken. She's on the 6th floor.
I saw your post.
Lance was the one. I didn't know if Lance was gonna make it.
No, I got him.
Behind you.
Okay. Did you just say where's Coach Brooks?
You like a bad habit, I can't get rid of it.
He would have bit you if you were any closer.
You got anything you need done? Did you guys move that locker out of the kitchen room yet?
Huh?
So,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna have to have a key to the building. Okay.
Yeah, but she-
This room, you know, it's.
Probably talking crap about me.
Red locker.
For sales code?
And there's stuff probably piled on top of it.
Trying to worry about it, so-
Set it over on the
I don't know
floor.
if they know.
If there's anything in the locker, you didn't have. Lockers down.
But her little roommate is from Weatherford.
It's a big ass.
So that's,
Okay.
you know, she's really sweet. She's kind of an ex-athlete also.
Okay.
She had hip surgery just like Cammy.
All my lockers and stuff like that. I think it's a
I told you.
So was her.
See?
There's some.
Yeah.
I think it's a 201, but it may not.
Oh, shut up. Okay, I go. You go.
Actually walked all the way in.
That's gotta be. What do you want?
No, that's
Well, I'm
what
like,
Like
They're like,
literally.
you're still restricted, you shoot for our kids, you can still get fired for that.
It's too hot. Please make sure they stay cool and watch them. Your big girl for sure. Don't know her name. It's literally, he's like, it's too hot.
Oh, great, so I'll be there by 3 o'clock. I go, okay, good.
So he's gonna.
He's gonna come here, he's gonna wait, if they keep calling.
So what happens there if both of our ADs say that we can't play?
They don't wanna be playing, so we got a whole.
All right, bottom of the third underway.
Or in the two
Blanchard
teams
now
together,
trails
it's gonna
by
matter.
2.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Harry, I mean, they're just a phone call away from
Mustang,
Harry.
it's Mustang and,
Harry.
I'm
No,
telling
if
you.
if
Yeah.
we're in a black, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not.
Choctaw Mustang.
Would you be
Choctaw
surprised?
No, Choctaw hasn't been here
Would you be
yet.
surprised if they told you no?
Fouls it off.
So it's like
Tim just said it's too hot.
Oh, trust me, if Greg's not coming, if he wasn't coming, oh yeah, it would shock me if they forced me.
That's
That's the only
crazy.
reason I called AD, because I'm like, hopefully Greg, my bad, Mike.
I just don't want you to get something out there that you may not want out there.
I got you, appreciate that. Smart man.
Hart hits it to third, fires over, gets her on the ground out, 5-3, one down.
Probably get a two-wheeler, so once I get it out of there.
Blanchard opportunistic in the first inning. They got a tag out at third, and then were able to lay down a perfect sac bunt to advance the runners. Second and third innings, Cash really started putting on the pressure, loading the bases multiple times, runners on first and second and third. They did strand runners in the second, and then a huge inning in the top of the third. Check swing goes over to the shortstop, fires over. She's going to be safe. I don't think she beat out the run without the foot coming off the plate. It was going to be a bang play, so single for Blanchard now puts the base runner on once again. It's a beautiful day in Tuttle, however exceptionally hot, so we'll have probably a loaded press box the rest of the day. I do apologize, we switched over to a new mic. It is canceling background noise at a alarmingly 0 successful rate. I listened in on the clip earlier, pretty much every voice in the room on tape with me today, so I do apologize. If you want to bump down the volume, just do so on your devices and you don't have to hear the background noise. This will be the first of 5 games in back-to-back fashion unless we have a cancellation or another rain and thunderstorm issue. Last night it actually was a trifecta. A heavy rain, there was lightning and thunder, and I don't know how long it continued after I left, but I stayed a good hour. Heavy winds and gust winds with lightning initially started, and then it just started pouring down for about an hour straight. Money pitch is going to get her, ring her up, strikeout. Nice little curve at the last minute, brought her right back cross plate. That was a beautiful strike.
And he called it a strike play because you
Hey,
keep
Kennedy.
so far.
No drovers. Come on.
No, don't say that.
This is their third game.
Throws down the bunt. Pitcher is going to go first and gets her. So we officially have a 1-3 ground out.
No?
Hey, I'm a natural dick, so.
All Cash right now. We'll head to the top of the 4th
I said
inning.
we're getting there.
The score is now 3-1. Lady Bulldogs, you're watching PNTV.
The softball team, they got 85.
Just a reminder, any coaches listening in on the stream today, if you would like to nominate a pitcher of the year or player of the year, we generally recognize fast pitch softball only for the awards. That is not to say that we would not consider somebody for offensive, probably stats and slow pitch for the spring. But if you want to get your stats in, you can send them to PrepNationTV@gmail.com, or you can text Greg Goodrich at 405-492-8825. We will be announcing at the very least pitchers of the year and players of the year for boys and girls sports. And so if we can get the sponsors for it, I would like to have a class pitcher of the year. Last year we were able to get sponsors for 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, and unable to do so for 6A and D.
We would be.
It'll be the same scenario for players of the year. We'll have an overall player of the year, overall pitcher of the year. But if you would like to participate and sponsor, you can help underwrite the cost. Customized engraved wrestling belts for the winners.
Biggest hug that he's ever given anyone.
Last year's softball player of the year, Katie McKay from Caddo High School, going to Oklahoma University.
Where he has it set, we're in the red.
Oh, I was talking
Yeah,
about
he
like
just
this.
went down there.
Yeah.
You know,
You have a wet ball out there.
The wet ball is down to 30.
Money pitch on its way and a swing and a miss.
We're in the red. And we can play in the red.
I just got to take. Close the blind. Okay, whatever.
Well, it is on Mesonet. It is on Mesonet.
No, it is on
Our
there.
pitcher of the year last year for all classes was Ava Slager from
Well, if I'm
Tupelo.
away, I use that.
And then 5A pitcher of the year, Peyton Chiblehute from Piedmont. 4A pitcher of the year was Haldor Ascendez from Purcell. Class 3A Pitcher of the Year, Reese Flood from Lindsay. Class 2A Pitcher of the Year, Alyssa Parker from Pecola.
10.
Ooh, hits her in the head, so that'll advance the base runner.
She's not loud.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go to work?
A little bit.
Taco.
And obviously carrying Class B was Ava Slider.
That's good.
The grandparents on the Mexican
That's what she was
bakery.
thinking.
Yeah. They make tamales. Ooh, they're good.
They make good like desserts too.
Cash's strategy has been very effective. All of the singles coming up center field or bloops, and then a ton of dragging, slapping style hits to put it in play on the infield. It's hard for the offense to read those properly because it can go first base, third base. It can even roll out to the catcher. And sometimes those are strategies designed to get the pitcher to throw wild or the catcher to miss the catch just to advance a base runner alone. So effective strategy. Riley Boone from OU, probably one of the better players in the most recent memory to do so. Really built herself into a three-way hitter where she could actually hit outfield, infield, and slap. So we have now a 1-2 pitch count. Checks it. This one's going to go first base. We'll have it in reverse. So the fielder's choice tag is a 2-6 at second base.
Mm-hmm. She gonna bring her here?
So it gets the leadoff runner, one down base runner on first.
She's gonna bring her here. She's gonna run by Williams and then run by
No matter
Hines.
what, y'all do there.
That's where they are right now.
Okay, good. Go.
And
We
has
cannot
a-
share that.
Yeah, he's got to go.
You don't want him?
Oh, no, it's
No,
not.
I have we have issues with that.
Each one of our kids,
They had a fight last
we each
night.
had a girl that used to play together at Newcastle, and then they got the huge mama brawl.
Oh, she's going to get her in a potential suicide squeeze. Going to chase her down herself. Nicely done, first baseman. So officially a 2-3 toss out. Base runner absolutely froze and chose not to go back to first, and then pretty much just didn't run fast enough on the squeeze.
Yeah.
So back-to-back outs for Blanchard. Defense that was sadly missing in the top of the third, now back on full display here in the top of the
I
fourth.
don't know if y'all eaten, but. Yeah.
That one's going to go foul over the dugout, so we'll have an 0-1 pitch count. Score recaps yesterday. Sophomore 6-5 over Blanchard. Blanchard led throughout. They blew actually two leads, 3-1 and then 5-3. Sophomore won on a wild pitch to end the game. 6-5 was the final score. Blanchard and Southmore versus Tuttle games were canceled. Another hit by pitch, so puts another base runner on. So that's 2 out of the 3 hit in the helmet. Games earlier today, Sophomore again victorious 8-2 over Cash, and then Perry rallies 3-2 over Mustang. So the SaberCats so far 2-0 to start the tournament. Blanchard trying to prevent going 0-2 here, day 2 action. We'll have games tomorrow as well. Weather permitting, they will get started at 9 a.m. Reason being, as you can't schedule a 9 a.m. game during the week. Has to be 10 a.m. minimum, but you can't do so on the weekends. So the game scheduled for tomorrow, again, weather permitting, 9 a.m. will be Choctaw Perry, 10:30 a.m. Choctaw Cash, noon Mustang Tuttle, 1:30 p.m. Perry Tuttle, and then wrapping up the 2024 Chisholm Trail Classic at 3 o'clock will be Cash versus Mustang. If there are any changes made, we will post on our social media handles to let you know. Otherwise, 7 games today and 5 tomorrow. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Since it's fouled off, the base runner will have to go back to first. 1-1. Correction, 1-2 pitch count will resume.
Tom's here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's been here.
Hi, yeah. I picked him up yesterday.
Hooks it
He hasn't really been up here very much today.
off the trajectory there. Almost caught. Good hustle by the third baseman for the Lions.
Take the cash dugout this morning.
Just about one stride behind from snagging that, catching it in reverse.
I'm sure you were.
I was the third baseman.
Oh, man.
I picked him up yesterday.
I heard
So
something.
hungry.
1-2 pitch count will resume. If you're wanting to keep track, 2 sack RBIs apiece, and then 2 RBIs for Cash, the difference in the game, 3-1. Hooks in, gets it. And there you go. Strikeout will end the top 4th. We'll
I
head
could
to the
see it
bottom
from
of the
here.
inning with Blanchard coming up to bat. You're watching PNTV coverage, the 2024 Chisholm Trail Classic here at Tuttle High School.
When's game start? Well, they're in the 4th inning now.
Start at 1:30.
1:30.
There should be about 10 minutes left.
Oh, are they warm?
So we gave out some pertinent information earlier in the broadcast. If you're wanting to know when state playoffs will be, the weekend of October 10th to 12th will be classes B, A, and 2A state championship games. The weekend of October 17th through the 19th will be 3, 4, 5, and 6A state tournaments. Regular season officially began on August the 12th. However, I think some teams did play on August the 11th, with school in session being the key thing. Any games played before school officially starts are scrimmages, even if some school is in session and others aren't. Both teams in those potential matchups have to be in school.
Yeah.
District pairings for A and B will be released September the 13th, and on the 21st, 2A district play has to wrap up. We'll have 2A regional pairings September the 23rd. We'll have classes 3A and 4A districts concluding September 26th. And then that will kickstart that weekend, the 26th and 27th, 2A regionals, and then the A and B district tournaments. So it won't be long, only 37 total days of games for the fast pitch season. It is a fast moving season. That's going to be our first potential extra base hit. And Blanchard's going to head into the second and keep rounding around. This could be a stand-up triple. Slides in and safe for Blanchard.
She must not have washed her hands. She would not be playing. Yeah, I wouldn't have let her on the field. I would have said go home.
So nice hit all the way out to the center field, right field wall.
Like, there's no way they're clean.
And perfectly laid out for Blanchard with an opportunity here to really get back in the game.
Woke up and decided to swing the sticks a little bit.
This one's going to go high and tight to second. She'll look her down, stays, 1 out.
Blanchard game this year. Hopefully.
Oh boy, that's going to be a huge night.
Starting October 3rd through the 4th will be classes B, A, 3, and 4A regional tournaments, and then 2A areas, or so some people call them super regionals. And then the following day will be 5A and 6A regional pairings released. So all roads lead to Oklahoma City or Shawnee most likely for the softball playoffs this year for spring.
Yes, well, I watched them at Wayne too.
Can you help?
Can we take over this?
Oh, what's the district championship?
I will till you get back, Mace.
So, our chief Blanchard, a real turtle.
Yeah, I can't remember who was in the district. Yeah, I know Chickasha and Ardmore.
In for the strike.
She could change her outfielder call.
Tecumseh, Medill, Tara,
Check swing is going to go foul to the third baseman, snags it. Blanchard strands the base runner. Unable to score, we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Score remains Cash 3, Blanchard 1. You're watching PNTV coverage of the Chisholm Trail Classic here at Tuttle High School.
That's the lady about her. She loves getting after it.
because
I'd like to thank Brightway Insurance for our coverage sponsor. They are a premier sponsor for this week's coverage. So they're making it possible for us to do straight feeds now for the remaining games throughout today and tomorrow.
Snuck up on me there.
Special thanks to Ray Sakiri and Sierra Bailey. Brightway Insurance agents statewide, so they can help you with commercial, residential, personal, auto loans. You got to have quick insurance. Give them a call at Brightway Insurance, based out of Blanchard, Oklahoma. Congratulations to Ray's wife, Kendall, heading to potentially the state.
Wow. And they don't brag boys
One
much.
of our Congress ladies, representatives.
Wow.
So is the picture that he is.
Wow.
Well, each team has had an opportunity to really put some scores on the board. Blanchard hoping to get through another inning, and Cash just keep doing what's been working, which is force the pitchers to go high in the counts and get multiple base runners on.
I don't think I saw, because I saw them went through the whole time in the family style.
This is bottom of the fourth, top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth.
I very much heard that though.
So far, the games that we have played at the tournament, 2 of the 3 have been close. Southmore won commanding game 8-2 over Cash. Otherwise, we've had 2 games so far that teams traded leads and or lost in the last bit. Competitive game here again. For those of you that are wanting to watch the games all throughout the day, at the conclusion of this game, we will end the feed, generate the highlight reel, post that, and then we'll start the new stream. So just go to the main channel, look for anything red, white means live, anything black, white, previously aired content or video on demand. Strike out and 1 down.
I could sense some bad.
So it'll be a busy day here at Tuttle today.
Because I think
Blanchard, Cash, Purcell, Southmore, Choctaw, Mustang, Blanchard, Perry, and Choctaw, Purcell.
A couple twins that-
The game matchup still coming today.
I heard it quick. Guthrie game is gotta be the game of the week for that week.
Yeah, we're playing on Thursday.
I know,
That will definitely be a big game.
I know Washington's got their opener on Thursday as well, surprisingly.
I think that there'll be a lot of people playing on
2-0
Thursday
pitch count here.
They're OU's playing on Friday night at home. First game of the season, so.
Catches the corner.
I feel there'll be a lot of folks playing Thursday. That's why we're
I know a lot of schools outside the city are playing on Fridays. I know Paul Valley's got their rivalry game with Lindsay, and they're not moving theirs up.
Check swing goes foul. I think we lost the entire feed on that. It's full count now, 3-2.
How's it looking over there?
And walks her. So in back-to-back innings, Cash has had 3 base runners, 4, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitch. So they are really forcing Blanchard to go high in pitch counts.
We're technically correct.
There was one batter that had 7 foul balls fighting off of 1-2, 2-2, and 3-2 pitch count.
Right now.
And Cash has had a lot of success really just wearing out the pitcher.
It is showing red.
Right, then we're good. That's what I'm gonna tell him.
What's
Couldn't hit the plate and go foul.
Oh, you did? Oh, perfect.
0-1 on the
Then-
pitch.
No, it's perfect.
It's
What's
We're
up?
not,
Yeah. What's our number?
It's at 91.2. So we're red.
Yeah.
And I took a picture and sent it
What are
to
you talking
people,
about?
and
Are you being nosy?
this is where we are.
Is it
right now.
Blanchard or Cash that's
So
up?
I'm gonna check it every 2
Cash.
innings. I'm gonna check in with coaches every 2 innings.
This heat's messing with me.
Perfect.
If
you've been
it,
out here all
Hey,
day.
like I said, if Coach still feel comfortable?
Hunter, if you need something to plug into, you can use this and set by the side to stay cool.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate
We're
it.
not forcing anybody to do anything.
1-1 pitch count. Chops it right down the middle once again. Hot spot. Oh, she drops the ball. Otherwise, potential double play.
That had to hurt.
Looked like she hyperextended her elbow right up against the other shoulder of the player. And man, those one of those bang bang plays to where what could have been for Blanchard could have been a double play for unassist tag and then fire back to first.
Yeah.
And instead, 2 runners on for Cash here once again.
This is gonna be over in 11 minutes, right?
Yeah.
No, why not?
Yeah, maybe before then.
Maybe. I don't know, I'm not for sure, but maybe. No water, Christmas? Yes. And there's Gatorade in that fridge. Okay. Smart.
Off the plate's going to fire back to first and just safe. Very close play. Blanchard is tagged out twice now. We had it happen at home
Yep, there's some in the.
on a potential score, negating it. Throw out at third, throw out at first, where the first baseman chased her down. So they have had some success doing that. Whips it over to left field. Our first single that direction of the day. Everything has gone through center field so far.
It's not. If it's not her to watch out for, it's one of the players. Which one? I don't know.
All of them.
So once again, Cash with multiple runners on.
Time, 7 innings, 80 minutes, finish game. 12, 10, and 8.
Check swing goes.
Oh, we
You
dropped
guys, my
our,
trainer is here.
we dropped our
He's got a
tournament
ball
next
down
week.
there.
I don't know if y'all saw that. Hey, did you see our runner next week?
What?
Did you see our runner next week?
No.
Did you see what it is? No, because you changed the schedule. We're doing 10-8-6. Oh, why? Because, speed up. 10-8-6.
And called ball, 1-1 evens up the pitch count.
6 after,
Not a problem. You guys can take breaks.
6 after,
Whatever you
6 after 5.
just using common sense.
Whatever. It's
We
8
ain't
minutes.
forcing
Hey,
anybody
do we have Blanchard on our side?
Swing and a miss.
5? Yeah. Well, Chris Gates was here at the alumni game.
Take care of
And he was like, oh, I wonder if.
Blanchard now 1 strike away from getting out of another jam here in the top of the 5th. Cash looking to extend their lead.
We were like, oh, you're not in it, sorry.
They'll need a base hit or a walk here to do so. Off the plate makes it 2-2.
He's pretty much on the side here. All the coaches are there.
We're not enough.
They can take breaks.
I know, but if I have
Take a minute.
I will have to
Drink
look
water
at
and-
Fouls it off to stay alive. 2-2 count will resume. Two games canceled yesterday due to thunderstorms, lightning, and excessive flash flooding.
Because he's going to go 4.
Back on track today for 7 games total, and then weather permitting 5 tomorrow here at Tuttle High
We
School.
gave 3 very well, but
Fouls it off to stay alive. 2-2 count will resume.
if you need a water or Gatorade down there,
Best
just
of
look up
my
us and
recollection,
do
every
something
team
right now.
playing was a state quarterfinalist at the very least in last year's fall fast pitch softball tournaments. So a heavy hitters crew, no easy games here. Fires back to first, another suicide squeeze, walks right past her, could have thrown her out and just tagged her instead of the throw. We're going to see if they give her the path. He's sending conflicting hand signals there. Clenched fist and then making a little depth chart with his hands. So I guess they're going to call her safe at first, safe at third.
Can you make this tag?
3-2.
Everything lined up perfectly. The second baseman was so close to her, she could have just gone just like that.
I don't know what they were doing.
Sometimes you get discombobulated and you don't think it through. All she had to do is just turn a glove and tap her on the shoulder while she ran by him. So once again, 3-2 pitch count. Runners on the corners for Cash, threatening to extend a 3-1 lead.
Couple good ones.
Swing and a miss. So Blanchard gets out of the bind. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Score remains Cash 3, Blanchard 1. You're watching PNTV.
Game time pretty soon.
I'm north of
They
more
say-
water.
I'll say to you right now, if y'all face the Perry, number 7 from Perry, she can throw it.
Really?
She was the one that pitched earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched her on Perry play.
Just a reminder, if any coaches or parents for that matter are listening to the feed today and you would like to nominate a player for either softball fast pitch pitcher or player of the year, you can send over any watch list candidates. Please send best players only. That's the only thing I ask. And you can do to prepnationtv@gmail.com or to Greg Goodrich at 405-492-8825. We'll do our best to recognize winners for pitchers and players of the year in each class. However, at the very least, we'll have a pitcher of the year and player of the year. Winners will get customized engraved gold and zinc belts, color scheme to their team.
Well, if I remember right, that was pitching now was number 2 last year.
I don't remember.
The only thing I remember was that one girl that looks like she's 6'3".
The catcher?
Notable news this year in fall ball,
That's what I thought.
OSSAA has been kicking around the idea of making fast pitch double seasons. It's still going to be fast pitch and slow pitch fall and spring. However, they do add a Class 2A for fall baseball. It'll be the 16 largest schools' ADM counts for non-football teams. 14 of the 16, I can pretty much tell you exactly who will be in. However, those will release either on Sunday or Monday, according to OSSAA. Assistant Director Grant Gower. So we'll be anxiously awaiting the new 2A classification, and it'll crown an inaugural winner this year in baseball. Teams that are absolute locks to be in 2A, Silo, Bing, Otaha, Latta, Calera. The only debate's going to be whether or not Amber Pocasset or Arapahoe Butler, a couple of teams of that nature, are going to make the cutoff.
Yeah.
Should be business as usual for classes B and A. However, Wright City, very strong possibility that they actually could move up to 2A this year. In for the strike makes it a 1-2 pitch count.
45 minutes away from each other.
Just a reminder, run rules in effect, 12 after 3, 10 after 4, 8 after 5. I don't think we're going to run into that today. There is an 80-minute time limit. The only exception to that is if the team that is up to bat and has not batted doesn't get the opportunity before 80 minutes completes, then they will get last at bat. Strikeout is called.
You can practice every hour. You got to take a break. But now with softball it's a little bit different because they're playing and they're pretty much taking a break every 10 to 15 minutes going in and out of the deadline. So, now, we get too high, we get in the black. Then we get
Wicked pitch almost came back in for a strike. That one had some juice on it.
Yeah, at the Heart of Oklahoma tournament last year, they had that happen.
Yeah, Purcell's real sensitive.
Well, they had a stoppage in Washington.
Fires over to third and to first, 5-3 ground out. So it is just cruise control right now for Cash. Take away the first inning, and it has been all Bulldogs. We will have 2 clips merged later today, so you'll see Blanchard versus Cash, full clip. We cut the first 2 innings, but there's a lot of background noise, and so we'll merge those up later today. At the conclusion of this game, the video highlights will be posted, and then we will be back up live again for the next game coming up.
They're going in and out. Yes, it's hot. We've got a breeze. We've got all the things.
Slaps it foul. We'll have a 0-1 count.
Yes, people who die in heat stroke don't have any of that stuff available.
And they don't take breaks. They're out there the whole day.
There needs to, they need to look into that closer because it just, they made these rules off of these several instances.
0-2 count.
Certain specific situations. And it's like, that's not reality. That's someone being an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Check swing doesn't go. 1-2.
The cash also interesting to me.
I know.
Girl, we don't gotta do that. Yes. Do you think summer ball teams care? No.
No, they don't.
Over to the third once again. Fires over. Gets her on the ground down. So Cash holds off Blanchard once again. We'll head to the top of the sixth inning with the Bulldogs coming up to bat. They lead Blanchard 3-1. You're watching PNTV.
Freaking, I don't remember hearing
Oh my
one
gosh.
person in the nation die from a heat stroke because of sports. Like that didn't happen because we were all outside all the time. It would be hot to crap outside. I'd come home and chug 4 cups of milk and go outside and do it again. Like,
This is probably it, man.
No, I just didn't think they'd start anything.
I didn't either, but.
we're going 7,
No.
7.
We should, I mean, it's 80 minutes, and this one should almost be over, I think. They started at 1:30, like 1:32 or something like that, 1:35.
I know, and I'm like, we just keep pushing it further and further
No,
back.
because this game is supposed to start at 2:30.
I was short.
Well, hopefully since these are new umpires, like we can start like right away.
These other teams should be more.
Yeah.
Get out.
They
Let's
are.
go.
Like stretch. Yes.
I don't know what kind of training they were doing today, but I think you did something. So it was over the weekend. I don't know.
I'm still thinking cash is gonna be for the district time on Wells District.
So,
Mm.
here's what I'm gonna tell you.
The only problem is
You said they're gonna win the district?
No, I said that game is, I was asked if that game was gonna be for the district title
Who all
again.
was gonna be there, so all 3 coaches will be
Because I
there.
can't think of anyone else in the district, because
Friday,
like,
our girls were.
oh no, only other team in the district I've seen was Bridge Creek, and that was a scrimmage.
Okay, so Lauren Jerome can't be there, she's gotta be at the Haslett Park, Lauren won't be there.
Right.
And one of them, I don't remember who it was, so I'm not gonna say anything, but said Kennedy will have something.
And a single. So our second hit of the day in left field puts another Lady Bulldog on.
This year, is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
our quarterback can throw now.
So they only had him at running back because they had a quarterback that couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's looking.
I heard that kid that played quarterback's not even playing football now.
Nope, he quit football.
Someone thinks he's just focusing on baseball.
Mhm.
And she's a good baseball player. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
Later, it's not a
Right.
big deal. I said, she's at the field, she's
Right, right.
I said, okay, not a problem. And I said, Lauren was the only one I was told, she can't be there, she's gotta be at this match training on Friday. I said, okay, not a problem.
And now who
May have a
they put
substitution in the batting order here. I'm not exactly
Yeah,
sure what's going on. Keeps pointing over to the dugout, so I would assume that is the case. Changing the lineup now for Cash.
So, I mean, I have the messages, so.
Okay.
Okay,
So just know that there might be
Yeah.
something, it may not
Alright.
be anything.
okay.
It might just be that
Now,
you're.
will you do this for me?
I don't know how to do that.
So
Okay.
just know that there
I'll
might be
ask
something
her.
that you might check with her and just see.
Okay.
Ball goes foul.
Okay.
Base runner will return back to first base.
What they were doing, I know what they were.
It's all right. I'll wait for Kennedy to get done talking.
I think maybe intermediate, junior.
Yeah. Right, okay. Okay,
You're
now,
dealing with a different level of that.
To the pitcher. Gonna have to hurry. Gonna beat out the throw.
okay.
Infield single falls.
Okay.
And 2 base runners on once again for the Cash Lady Bulldogs.
Just left you hanging again.
Hell,
Macy.
nah.
Do y'all have more towels?
Yes,
Where at?
in the office.
Okay.
I can get them after
Well,
this game.
I can get them and then I'll take those others and
Yes.
do a quick wash in the gym.
The inside corner goes strike. They're going to have her out by a mile at first, or correction, third. So we have a 2-5 toss out.
Those
That is the 5th base runner that Blanchard has put out on a tag. They have one other opportunity where they could have gotten another out.
Okay.
So good defense infield for the Lions. Heads up play there by the catcher. Base runner down. That's second only for Cash.
That's the only one we got down there. Because the other one's in here.
Mhm.
Swing and a miss.
That new junior high girl's just gonna play softball.
Outside corner. It'll even it up 2-2. Prep Nation's committed to covering high school sports for student
So I
athletes,
had to pick one.
male and female. We are committed to doing 50 to 100 softball games this year, the most we've ever done. If your school would like us to cover your tournament or event, please reach out to Greg Goodrich, 405-492-8825. Strikeout called. Normally we'd be at the Dell tournament here, but we're giving the ladies the first crack for the fall season. Next week we'll be in Coleman, and then we'll have upcoming tournaments at multiple locations. Ball gets away. They're going to get her again. Oh, they're calling it safe. It sure looked like to me she swiped her on the leg. I've been wrong once or twice before, though. Keep that in mind. All right, call is upheld.
The last one up there, they call her safe. She was this far away from tagging her. She didn't even, she was like, "Ugh."
That's what he said. He was like that far.
Slaps it to second, fires over, easy 4-3 tag. Cash Trans 1 and 1 tagged off. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Lions will have to get something going on. It's been a slow go for them ever since the bottom of the 1st, when they got a sack RBI to score and take the early 1-0 lead. Since then, all Lady Bulldogs.
Your face is red. We were outside for like 2 minutes.
Maybe 3.
Next game coming up will be Purcell versus Southmore. So if you are a Purcell Lady Dragon fan, 2 games only in the tournament for Purcell. They will play both of those today. If you're a Tuttle fan, no games today. 2 more coming up, though, tomorrow. Both Tuttle games yesterday canceled due to inclement weather. So for all practical purposes, the Southmore and Blanchard pairings against Tuttle end in no games. So for the tournament, Purcell and Tuttle both will only play a total of 2 games.
I take that. I didn't remember taking that.
You know we're gonna do it, so.
Not a problem.
But
Some schools as many as 4 games on tap, so they'll be super busy for the tournament.
This district, we'll find, is terrible at communication.
I don't know, I'm just like.
We don't communicate and then assume that people know what's
All teams in play state qualifiers.
That was the first thing I did, was text her in.
Fast pitch
I'm
last
not gonna be there.
last fall,
I'm,
and classes represented 6A all the way down through, I believe, 4A is the cutoff this year. 1-3-18.
She's a little cranky today.
4-3. Oh,
She
misses
just
it.
woke up.
E
And it's hot.
E4.
Not a good combination.
with the same thought process.
So safe at first.
I've got that.
So I didn't realize
I
that
got that.
16-year-old from Blanchard was her catcher. I thought they had another girl playing catcher today.
They did. She hasn't been playing catcher.
Did he just wake up from a
It
nap?
looked like she just TH'd today.
Yeah.
Gotta be
Why you look
battling
mad?
an injury.
Why she look mad? Are you hanging out with Maymay today?
And tags her and throws it. Unassist double play. 4-3.
Your shoes are cute.
That was a heads up play.
She's smiling.
Is she?
Yeah, she is. You want to sit in your own chair? Sit with May May. Sit with May May. Have you seen Coach Cobb?
No, we don't know where Coach Cobb went.
Don't know where Coach Cobb went?
Goes
All I
foul.
heard from you two, mainly Macy. Nothing. Kennedy said it.
You got turtle? Hey, I saw a picture of you.
Hey, she saw a picture of you.
Yeah. You know where I saw it? You were eating watermelon.
Where were you eating watermelon? At the watermelon festival?
Hey, I'm talking to you.
So we got a little bit of water here. Dude, we're gonna have to be here early tomorrow.
Not a morning person.
I know. Tonight we're gonna go watch Matt's horse race and Jamie's horse race, and I may leave a little early. That's fine.
Today,
Mm-hmm.
go for it. We got it.
She's just gonna leave you.
Like I may leave once the last game starts.
We got it.
You'll miss a good one.
Who's playing the last game?
Choctaw and Purcell. That should be a pretty good one.
Should be pretty good actually.
I know the next game should be good. I think Southdale and Purcell are pretty evenly matched.
What are y'all doing?
Hold on, that one.
What's up, little one?
Fly out to left field,
How are you?
Good.
and that'll do it. Your score
Are you a
through
softball player
6.
too?
Cash 3.
Hey.
Blanchard 1.
Yeah?
Are you a
We'll
softball
head to
player?
the top of the
You play
7th
softball?
inning, and it'll be
Yep.
ball game.
Yes.
Correction. We hit the minutes marker, so the final score, Cash 3.
Started to
Blanchard
fall this
1.
year.
Thank you for watching Prep Nation TV coverage. We'll take the stream down, get the video highlights up, and then your next game of the day will feature Purcell versus Southmore.
Which number were you hitting?
The number 1.
Yeah. I'm talking to Grace.
And what's
Last
this?
ladies one.
Okay, now, did they talk to you about
What's
the,
this?
that's, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, they're
You had that information.
both sides will be.
Figured it probably was. I was just kidding from what Blanchard, because Coach Stringer and I know each other.
Yeah,
extremely
and he
well, so
called me this
called
morning. Well, not just for called me.
Coach Craig.
Yeah, he called me this morning. We called a conversation.
Okay.
And that's how I didn't. I mean, I always know. And we'll both